Well, it's that man again, isn't it? Kylian Mbappe ensures that France go through to the quarter-final where they'll meet either Senegal or, of course, England. 9 goals now in World Cups. He's still only 23. Only Just Fontaine has scored more goals in World Cup finals for France. He has 13, and they were all scored in one World Cup in Sweden in 1958. He didn't even win the Golden Boot. Only because they didn't give them back then. He was comfortably the tournament's top goal scorer. But yeah, France march on. Poland, they put up a bit more of a performance, didn't they, in this than perhaps they did in the group stage, and caused France a few problems. Laura, you must be delighted.
I am. I'm released. you know, earlier you asked me what is the difference between Mbappe and Thierry Henry and Platini. Yeah. I would say that Mbappe is like the guy who say, I'm taking care of business. Like the player, you say, okay, we need you. Yeah. Because if you're good, the team will be better.
Yeah. You're very young, though. You probably can't remember Platini because he took care of business on occasions. I can tell you.
But he's even younger and he scores.
He's incredible. He's only 20.
I respect Mr. Platini.
Absolutely. No, he's so young, so much talent. You know, it must be so good to have a player like that in your side.
Of course, especially when you're a defender. You know, okay, I'm not going to face him. He's in my team. But now the question is how to use it better.
What do you think, Mauricio?
No, I think
your player for a year or so?
Professional performance for France, job done. But of course, when you have Mbappé in your team, in your side, he's capable of what he made today. He did, his job, fantastic. He's amazing talent, and I think now I think it's time to analyze a little bit because France need to improve a lot. Individual performance, amazing. Griezmann, Giroud, Mbappé, Lloris, but I think need to push the level up in the collective way because I think one thing is important. If they want to be real contender, they need to play like a team. And today was too much in the responsibility in individual situations, and that is so important.
Individuals can win games, not necessarily tournaments, but I think Mbappé might be able to win a tournament. He did it 4 years ago when he was just 19. He's so special, really.
It'd tell you something different. It'd say you can win it. I think he's got that type of confidence and a good arrogance in that sense. Yesterday, I spoke about Messi as the best performance from an individual at a tournament. I think today was the most explosive performance we've seen at this tournament. Devastating in all areas.
Got a big smile on his face. He plays with a smile on his face, which is really refreshing.
Yeah, and I think that warmed you. There's a warmth to that as well, and it's endearing, and you want to see him do well. You want to see him put on a performance like this. And we said coming into the tournament, you want genuine superstars coming into this and then putting in performances that amplify that superstardom, and he's doing that right now.
Do you know what I like about him? He knows how good he is.
He knows.
He knows, and it just exudes confidence, doesn't he?
He is, and his confidence is also like really important for the team. Yeah. Because it's what is helping him to be ahead of his game, and players feel him confident. They say, okay, today we know he's focused.
And even when they have a bad day, they know they've got him, and you've always got a chance when you've got a player like that. Let's see his first goal first, which was France's second goal and it was a super
I think it was what a control of Giroud. Yeah, amazing. And then was good run. And how we were talking, how they progress France with individual driving, and then great shoot. Kylian have this shoot. Yeah, it's amazing.
Is he someone that works on his shooting like this?
He work a lot. He loves to work in this type of position, all diagonals to shoot in left and right.
Chesney's position here?
Yeah, I think Glick does all right here. He delays going because he's trying to protect the far post because he's anticipating Kylian using him to curl it outside the post. So I expected more from Chesney to be the near side because of where the defender was when I first saw it.
So he had the intelligence to spot the gap.
And then was in movement. There is a little step in his left side, and that cannot react after when the shoot's coming, and was a great shoot from Kylian.
Well, his first goal was good. His second goal maybe even better, Laura.
Yeah, really impressive. I mean, he's still zoning. We saw it during the second half. He's more like kind of a central forward, but he's still like people, we kind of forget about him, but he's still not far from the action, following Thuram, waiting, and then, as I said to Rio, it's like a Thierry goal.
Yeah. And you know what? That first touch to take it away from the defender and let it run across his body just opens and gives him the opportunity to shoot. Without that awareness of the player, using the player and the touch, he doesn't even get this shot off. And then from when he gets the shot off, it's an absolute rocket.
Strikes it so sweet.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
You know, as defender, we feel like we still have time, but when you are in the box, you have to stick to the player, stick to the player.
Fair enough, he's training a lot. I don't say this every single day, but few days a week is maybe 100 shoot in this position every week.
Well, there he is. Kylian Mbappé is the top scorer in the tournament with 5 goals. You just saw. He's also got 2 assists. So when you factor that in, someone's probably going to have to get to at least 6 to have any chance of beating him. His overall display as well. He just lights the place up when he gets the ball, doesn't he? Like the great players do.
Yeah, you get a sense that he's actually just toying with his opponents. He's that good. He's that quick. He's that explosive that he just feels that I can actually go past anyone on that pitch. There's no one who can stop me. That's the confidence that he comes onto that pitch with, and it makes it nearly impossible for defenders. If he gets you stood up and rocks you with a little bit of a feint, there's no way that you can get back. I mean, those chances, if the opposite side Dembele is closing off that far post, he probably gets 2 goals. Yeah. But I just love being in the stadium watching players like this and what they can do. And it interests me what Mauricio said, that there's still improvement in this.
Yes, no, it's true. It's impossible to stop. The quality, the capacity to accelerate, and then the technique is so good. It's so good. It's a nightmare for the fullback. And you can plan a stop, but it's impossible.
But
yes.
No, go ahead. I mean, if we think to see, okay, what could we do against Mbappé? There's, I think, 2 ways. Either you have a defender really fast, and you have like a central back who's always following the second run, or you cut the distribution. But if you cut the distribution, you have to be really tight. As Poland started the game really well, they were really tight, close to each other, but then you have to be really focused during the entire game.
It's very difficult. Olivier Giroud. Remarkable, really. For all the talk of Mbappé, he's actually broken Thierry Henry's record today. He's probably not going to get the headlines.
And he had a goal disallowed as well. But he's the goal was a really well-worked goal. It was one of the only real times that they had any kind of play through the middle of the pitch. And the defenders actually make it easy for him. It's poor from the defensive standpoint.
He's a very good finisher.
But once he gets in there, it's about the finishing. Glick jumps out of the position from the back 4, which makes it very, very difficult for his defender. But then his defensive partner tries to play offside. But once he's in here, he doesn't even look at the goal once. Watch him here. Doesn't look at the goal. His head's down because he knows exactly where he's in the penalty box. The top strikers do that.
Yeah, they certainly do. And you can see what that means to him. It was the first goal, which is always important in a game. And congratulations on being France's all-time top scorer. Quite an achievement. Interesting, Robert Lewandowski got a penalty. We won't bore you with whether it was handball or not, because it was fairly irrelevant in the game. But the technique of Lewandowski astounded us. But just part of me thinking, is he doing it deliberately to make the keeper come off the line? In which case, if he does miss, then he gets another go. Now, maybe I'm possibly overthinking, but it happened twice, and both times he hit the penalty, Lloris was off the line.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, we were talking. We didn't see before shooting in this way, and take the penalties in this way. But maybe it's a technique, it's a strategy to because
it's very strange.
It's a P roller in the end. Do you know what I mean? It's like he just rolled it into him.
No, he did exactly the same again.
Weird, so weird.
It's. I mean, we've seen people check and stop, but not actually linger with your right foot in the air before you strike it.
I mean, every goalkeeper studies the best forwards. We know that. But I'm surprised because usually, referees don't accept this type of goal. I don't know if you have the right to stop. Because it's making so much uncertainty, and normally you go and you shoot.
But I like the reaction of Lloris. I was really, really upset.
He was miffed.
Because, yes, of course, because 3-0, okay, the last minute. I don't know.
Clean
under
sheet.
Pressure, clean sheet, of course, but under pressure, Lewandowski will take the penalty in this way.
I mean, they've scored 9 goals at this World Cup, and each of the last 7 has been either scored or assisted by Kylian Mbappé. He is so important to your team, isn't he?
He is, and everybody knows that, and he knows that too.
Yeah.
So today, what we can expect is for him to really rest. But it's, as Mauricio said, and as we've been watching during the game, France need to, I mean, they will watch the game, but we need to play. If we want to go further, it's not just focusing on Kylian to be in shape, but as a team, we have players who know how to play. We need the Rabiot, we need the Tchouaméni to give this ball to build the game. We need more rhythm inside the game. So
you're still, even despite winning comfortably, you're still a little bit apprehensive, a little bit nervous about the next rounds.
I mean, if England or Senegal is going through, they saw the game. What do you have to take care? Mbappé. Besides that, we have been kind of straight on in the back and not really playing inside the midfield.
Mauricio, final word for you. This is your final game for us in this World Cup, and it's been an absolute delight having you with us, I must say.
Pleasure for me.
One last question. Who's going to win this World Cup? Easy.
Easy, no? I think so, Argentina.
I thought you might say that.
Yes. Yeah. No, but it's not only my wish.
Yeah. Okay.
What I saw yesterday, the performance of Leo Messi.
Perfect.
And the ground and the fans.
Maybe. We'll see. Thank you, Mauricio.
You're welcome.
Maria, Laura, thank you very much. That's it from us. France are through to face Senegal or England, thanks to the killer Mbappé. Goodbye.